Capturate by ChaosAndCrumpets, Saber Spooky, and Slytherin Diaries. Summary. Hermione attends a Halloween party. Why, golden girl, golden snitch? He sipped on his drink, hiding his smile behind the amber liquid. You know what? So, what happened? Malfoy spun around, facing the mass of people at the Halloween party. I don't see any bludgers or quaffles walking around. No, because Ginny and Lavender apparently decided that their boyfriends needed to match them and not me. A Dramione fanfiction. A Pansy snort came from the left of her. Her gaze slid to the side and was assaulted by strikingly blonde hair, bright enough to burn her retinas. What? She snapped, not in the mood for him of all people right now. What the hell are you wearing? He grinned at her, and if she could avada him with her eyes, she would. I'm a snitch. Surely you, of all people, know what I am. Yes, but why? You hate Quidditch. Because I was supposed to be matching Harry and Ron. The golden trio still matches. How cute. Shove it, Malfoy. She sighed as if trying to control her temper so as not to slap him again. Though it would be tempting. We started playing this weeks ago. Harry was going to be a bludger, Ron was going to be a quaffle, and I was going to be the golden snitch. Why? Golden girl, golden snitch? He snipped on his drink, hiding his smile behind the amber liquid. You know what? So, what happened? Malfoy spun around, facing a mass of people at the Halloween party. I don't see any bludgers or quaffles walking around. No, because Ginny and Lavender apparently decided that their boyfriends needed to match them and not me. He snorted again. Hermione considered breaking his nose so he couldn't make that insipid sound one more time. And they forgot to tell you. Obviously. She downed the rest of her drink, then faced him full on, her eyes scanning the length of him. What about you? What are you supposed to be? A seeker, of course. His lips pulled up on one side. Hermione rolled her eyes. Original. Couldn't even come up with your own costume. Had to show up in uniform. He shrugged, unbothered by her assessment. He refilled his drink and held the bottle out to refill hers as well. She took the bottle gratefully. So, where are all your loyal fans? Hermione said sarcastically as she scanned the party this time, looking for the gaggle of witches who follow Malfoy wherever he goes. He sipped his drink slowly, his Adam's apple bopping with the action. I came alone. Why is that? Maybe I have my eye on someone else. His gaze dragged over her. If you even make one joke about chasing after me because I'm a snitch. He's interrupted before she can say the last of her insult. He thought being joined by Malfoy was bad enough. This is so much worse. Malfoy Granger, you're looking rotund. Cormac McLaggan joined them, his arm draped over a blonde witch Hermione doesn't recognize. He was wearing a referee uniform that barely covered her eyes, and Cormac's sleazy hand trailed over her lazily. Hermione bristled slightly as Draco stiffened and shifted closer to her. Cormac? Draco greeted coolly. I've heard the Cannons aren't re-signing you, which is the first smart move they've made all year. Cormac sputtered at the insult. Yes, well, at least my date understand what is expected at a costume party. Hermione, you must be the only woman in the world not to get the memo that you're supposed to try to look attractive in your costume. I seem to recall you having a plump ass at Hogwarts, but I certainly don't remember you being this circular. You really let yourself go, love. Maybe that's why she finally agreed to a date with you, Malfoy. Hermione didn't know if she should scold Cormac's piggishness or correct him on his false assumption that she and Malfoy were on a date. He glanced up at him, taking in his muscular frame, and thought she might not mind being on a date with a handsome blonde if he could just keep his mouth shut, though she doubted he felt the same. Oh, no! She started before Malfoy wrapped his arm around her and pulled her as close as her costume would allow. Please, Cormac. The only person who lets themselves go, as you put it, is you. The quaffles practically score themselves when you're playing because you're so sluggish on the broom. Hermione looks absolutely adorable tonight, and I'm honored she agreed to go with me. Plus, you really have no room to talk. Your stomach is bulging over your old Gryffindor Quidditch uniform."
Draco glared icily at Cormac and pulled Hermione away from him before the man could utter a response. She noticed he was still holding her hand several minutes later after he'd downed the remainder of his fire whiskey and poured himself a second.
"Thank you, Malfoy, but I don't want this."
She gestured to their proximity. It was utterly unnecessary, even for deterring Cormac McLaggen, to interfere with your plans for later this evening. And her heart was beating much faster because of it all. The proximity and the defending, possibly? The movement of Malfoy's thumb across her knuckles paused momentarily. It was only then that she realized how soothing the gesture was.
"What plans?"
He said absently. "Whoever it is you've got your eye on." He paused for a moment, lips thinning as his grip around her hand tightened.
"Who do you think it is?"
He raised an eyebrow. Probably a sexy Halloween costume type, Hermione thought. One of the girls with very long legs and very large breasts and hair that men could actually run their fingers through without risk of injury. Someone too good for you, I'm sure, she decided on. Insults were like a love language for them, right?
"Can't argue with that,"
he murmured. "Off you go, then." As soon as he made his exit, she could make hers. Which was what she wanted, probably. To be away from him.
"I don't need to leave. I'm a seeker. I always have my eye on the golden snitch."
Hermione snorted, drink sloshing over their hands as she did. "Do lines like that actually work?"
"You'd be surprised."
"What's your capture rate?"
"For snitches, 84%.
"What else?"
"For golden girls, I'd like to feel fluttering below my fingers. I think we're about to find out."
"What?" she whispered.
"Shall we go?"
he asked, voice tentative for the first time that evening. She didn't want to. Wasn't ready to invite the response he would inevitably make about a perfect record for pulling golden girl golden snitches. But then, well, she sort of wanted him to catch her. She didn't really know how to respond, but in Hermione's experience, extending the metaphor never did any harm. "If I were a seeker, you'd be my golden snitch," she added. The end. Thank you for listening to today's story. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're in a fall and festive mood. I hope you have some tea and crunchy leaves you can jump around in. And I hope you enjoy this wonderful time of the year. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I cannot wait to see you all tomorrow.